Welcome to Project Give Back Connects, an extension of Project Give Back in the classrooms, dedicated to inspiring young students to become empathetic, understanding, and community-minded leaders. Project Give Back Connects offers a dose of inspiration and thoughts for discussion. Each live episode is taped and shared with classroom teachers and their students. Sit back, get cozy. Let's get connected.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special episode of Project Give Back Connects. We are having this episode because life sometimes is just so overwhelming, and sometimes we forget those quick, simple tricks that we can access that are free, kind of like tools in a tool belt to help us get through tough times. So we brought back some of our very special wise guests today to give us some tips and tricks to help us through those tough times. I'm going to tell you one of them that I use. So I wear this bracelet and it has a shiny bead, and this is my Jakey bracelet. And whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, I take that bracelet and I take the shiny bead and I roll it towards my heart. And that reminds me to live life the way Jakey did, to be positive, to appreciate everyone and everything, to live in the moment, and to be accepting of others. It's just that little flick that grounds me and switches my mindset. That's all it takes for me. Well, a few other tricks too, but that's the one that I use all the time when I'm feeling overwhelmed. Well, as I said, today we brought some experts in this field here, and just before we start with them, it's Project Give Back. We need some music. So our first special music guest is Aviva Reisky, cantor, rabbi, and what a talent. Welcome, Aviva, to Project Give Back Connects.
Thank you, Ellen. Thanks for inviting me. And I'd like to share this one tune melody. I sing whether I'm happy, sad, angry, frustrated, but certainly when I'm feeling overwhelmed, this is a song that calms me because of the message. And the message in it, it's a Hebrew song, which I'm going to sing in Hebrew and English. The words in Hebrew are Olam Chesed Yibaneh. And it really means that we will build a world from love. And it's a reminder that when we distill everything down, that if we have love in our hearts and if we can give love, we're more likely to receive it, and that is a universal language. So I invite you to, part of this tune is just la la la, so I invite you to sing along on mute. And this tune was written by Rabbi Menachem Creditor. Olam chesed yibaneh, la da da, la la, la da da. Olam chesed yibaneh, la da da, la da, la da da. Olam chesed yibaneh, la da da, la da, la da da. Olam chesed yibaneh, la da da, la da, la da da. I will build this world from love. La da da, la da, la da da. You will build this world from love. la da da, la da la da da. And if we build this world from love, la da da, la da la da da, then God will build this world from love. La da da, la da la da da. Olam chesed yibane, la da da, la da, la da da.
Wow. Thank you, Aviva. You sure know how to set the mood, and I'm feeling relaxed. That was such a beautiful message and such a beautiful song from a beautiful soul. Thank you so much for starting us off today. So, our next guest, I want you to meet Judy Liebrack. She's a professional life coach, a meditation coach, and host of Zoomer Radio's Finding Your Bliss. That's a podcast. I highly recommend you listening to it. It's awesome. She is awesome. And she is here. Welcome, Judy.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much for inviting me. And so great to be here. And I'd love to lead you all in a short body scan meditation that will help you feel much more relaxed and de-stressed. So to begin, I just invite you to sit back in your chair, or if you can, lie down on a mat, allowing your eyes to gently close, if that's comfortable for you. And let's all start by taking in a nice deep breath in through the nose and just let it all go. One more, breathing in through the nose. And you can hold this one at the top if you wish, and then let it all go in a nice long exhale. And one more, good things come in threes, breathing in. And just think about lengthening the exhale on the way down, letting it all go. Whenever you're ready, I want you just to shift your attention to your feet, tensing your feet, curling your toes, and just hold it all tight, 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 and then release, letting your feet sink deeper into the floor. Now calves, squeezing the calf muscles, holding it, and release, telling your knees to do the same thing by just saying, knees relaxing, knees letting go. Now your thighs, imagine tightening the muscles in your upper legs, feel the tension, hold it tight, 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 and release. And let's take a little breath here. Nice breath in through the nose. And then let it all go on the exhale. Imagine your thighs letting go. In fact, if I tried to lift your thighs now, they would be so heavy like cement. I wouldn't be able to lift them. Feeling so relaxed here. Hips, squeeze your glutes together tightly, holding it, and then releasing them. And just feel that relaxation, all the tension gone. Now focus on your tummy. Tighten your abs. Hold it and let it all go. And now I want you to almost feel your stomach expanding like a balloon. Let's breathe here. So as you're breathing, your stomach is expanding like a balloon. And as you exhale, feel your tummy letting it all go. Feeling that relaxation deeper and deeper. Focusing on your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades, tense your back, hold it, and let it all go. And just feel that tension draining, your back sinking deeper into your chair or your mat. Let's focus on the rib cage, taking in a deep breath, filling your lungs as full as you can. Tense your rib cage and upper back, holding it, and then let it all go. Just think about all the stress flowing out of your chest with each exhale. Now hands clenching into fists, clenching them, feeling the tension, hold it, and then release. Arms tensing, letting them all go. Breathing deep here. Next, your shoulders, just lift them up towards your ears, clenching tight, 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 and releasing. And really feel that, the changes you feel as you feel your shoulders relaxing. Imagine neck relaxing, letting go, face relaxing. Smooth out the forehead. Relax your jaw. Head relaxing, brain relaxing, letting it all go. And now I want you to imagine you're tensing every muscle in your whole body from your head to your toes, clenching your fists, tightening your toes, your abdomen, arms tight, hands tight. Focus on mouth and jaw, tight, 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 holding it all. And then let it all go, dissolving, feeling everything relaxed more than ever before. Let's take in a nice deep inhale here through the nose. Let it all go on the exhale. And another deep healing breath from your toes to the top of your head. And let it all go. And just enjoy this moment of stillness that is available to you whenever you want. Now you can gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Open your eyes whenever you're ready. And you can smile here, feeling refreshed and renewed. And thank yourself for giving yourself this time to practice a body scan meditation.
I love that. I'm going to do that when I go to bed. That must be a great way to put yourself to sleep. I wonder if people actually get to the last part or if they're asleep before. We're going to try it out. But thank you. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. That was really, really helpful. I love this. Okay, ready to meet our next expert. You met her on a previous Project Give Back Connects as well. Her name is Lisa Robinson, and she was the grief counselor who came to our family when Jakey passed away. She was so helpful with our kids, and now she is giving those talents to so many kids at Sick Kids Hospital, where she works on the oncology floor. Welcome, Lisa Robinson.
Thanks so much for having me back. I've been looking forward to this. I'm going to jump into one of my favorite meditations, visualizations. But before I do that, I think something that a lot of these different activities have in common is really focusing on our breath, tapping into our senses. And I'm a bit of a neuroscience nerd and like to know the why of this. So a really quick explanation is that the part of our brain that's affected by different threats and perception of threat is really triggered by sensory input. And then we actually put cognitive thought to it. So when we're getting sensory input that is overwhelming, we can think of that as sending a message out to our body, and it's telling us to be on alert. So we get a faster heartbeat. We might start, our extremities might get a little cooler. Our gut might feel a little gross. We might start breathing faster. And if we start to slow down our breath and physically calm different parts of our body, we can think of it as a feedback loop. And we're saying, okay, thanks for the threat detection and response. And we've realized we're not under threat. So we're sending that message back up to what is called our amygdala, our threat detection center, to say, we're good. We're going to close our eyes. And if you're comfortable, if not, again, starting with that deep breath in, and then out, and in, and out. And on this last breath in for now, you're going to imagine slowly entering into a calm, peaceful place. This can be real or imagined. It can be somewhere you've been before, or it can be somewhere totally new that your brain is creating. And as you slowly enter into this space, I want you to continue to breathe, but also take a moment to look around. Notice what you see in front of you in this space. Now, switching to noticing what you can hear in this space for yourself. noticing sensations that exist outside of you. Any tastes you associate with this calm, peaceful place. Any smells that exist here for you. Taking a moment to really notice, again, what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, and the things you can feel on your skin. Slowly taking that concentration inward, noticing that calm, peaceful feeling. And with your next 3 breaths, imagining growing that calm, peaceful feeling within you. On these next 2 breaths, taking time to slowly zoom out of this place, but bringing that feeling of calm and peace with you. When you feel ready, opening your eyes and coming on back. So that was a bit of a sped up version. I would encourage you also doing this to take the opportunity to draw out your calm, peaceful place afterwards, and you can have it as a visual reminder. But that's my little quick vacation.
That's awesome. Awesome, Lisa. Thank you so much for that. You know, it's really great to add to this is I call that memorize the moment. And when I find myself in a place of bliss, like when I really feel so happy, I actually stop to memorize it. And then it makes visualization so much easier when you want to bring it back. You really can. It's such a great trick. Thank you so much. Okay, our next guest is the amazing Leanne Matlow. She's back. So happy about that. She is a cognitive behavior therapist who specializes in anxiety with children. She's the founder of the Mental Health Empowerment Day, and she's here today. Welcome, Leanne.
Hi, Ellen. Thanks for having me back. And I cannot think of a better lead-in than what Lisa just did, because I'm giving you a version that you can do pretty much of the same thing for the same reason, but with your eyes open. So what happens to most of us when we get extremely overwhelmed, whether it's by actual things that we have to accomplish, whether that's your homework or buying gifts or shopping or driving around, whatever you're doing, or by images and other things that you read or see, because sometimes the world is a stressful place to be in. Exactly what Lisa said is our brain sends us messages, and sometimes we then get the spinning thoughts, what I call a brain on fire, where our brains are just shooting. And it's really hard once we get into that spin cycle to kind of slow it down. So similar to exactly what you heard is this idea that we call grounding. So what grounding does is also hits upon all 5 of your senses, but we do it in a way with our eyes open for helping us really understand that to be in that moment, right? Of almost the place of mindfulness where we're living in the now. We're not judging our thoughts as good or bad. We're not leaning into them and trying to figure out why we're having them. Neither are we acting upon them until we know we can calm our brains down to be able to know whether that's really a good choice to act upon it. So what I love about this is you can do it anywhere. You can even do it when you're driving your car. You can do it no matter how old you are. And it's actually very similar. So it's to get your mind calm. So what we ask people to do is, if you're sitting, standing, lying, it doesn't matter. But that we first ask you to stop and look around for 5 things in your vicinity that you see. If you're out in nature, a tree, car, fire hydrant. If you're in your bedroom, it could be your pillow, your blanket, a window. If you're even having these kind of racing thoughts standing in a store, right? Just stop for a minute and get your brain to just look at 5 things that you see. We then ask you to sort of, again, because it's called grounding, to get yourself into a place of what you're touching. So if you're sitting on a chair, your tush is touching something, and that's already giving us a place to be settled. If you're lying down, even if you're standing up, hopefully you're you're standing, you're upright. If you're lying, you can feel your back on the ground. You can feel perhaps the wind in your face if you're outside, whatever. So we ask you then to pick 4 things that you can really feel. So we go from 5 to 4, then we move to hearing, right? Again, hitting on this idea that there's senses. Can I hear my watch ticking? Can I hear my heart beating? Can I hear my breathing? Can I hear the voices around me? And again, do I need to focus on them, or can I just focus on 3 things that I need to hear so we don't get overwhelmed? We move for number 2 is to things that you smell. And very similar, if you're not in a place that perhaps is considered very aromatic, you can think of things that are calming smells, because as Lisa said, right, our senses lead us into our cognitions. So if there is a smell that, hot cocoa or someone's perfume that makes you feel safe, secure, and again, grounded. And then taste. A lot of people lean into this one. If I can sit here in my mind and actually taste something, that moment of, biting into that piece of chocolate or whatever it is that you really like, it will help calm your mind. And if you go from the 5 to the 4 to the 3 to the 2 to the 1, it gives your